guys, welcome to the video. I'm Natalie and today I'm talking about ideas for self-care, which I'm super excited about because self-care is so important. I think oftentimes we forget to just schedule in time for ourselves and we're just so busy, or at least I know for me, I'm so busy going with school and work and social life and religion and just everything else that sometimes I forget to take care of myself in there and to schedule time for myself because I just put the other things first. And so yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some ideas today. I organized them by time, and I'm starting out with the things that take the least time because I know that life is so crazy and busy, and I just want you to know that even if you don't feel like you have enough time, like just take 5 minutes and take some time for yourself. My first idea might actually be my favorite one out of them all, which is to have a little dance party. I feel like I've said this before, but my friend and I through Instagram will send each other like a 1-minute dance party. It makes me feel just like so much better. Just pick a song and fully jam out to it. You don't have to take a video, but yeah, pick a song you really like and then just dance to it and have a fun time. You do not have to be a good dancer. I'm not a good dancer, don't worry. The next idea is to do a face mask. I put this under 5 minutes or less, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking some of them might take more time, but they're still usually pretty short, and just applying it, then you can go do something else, like work on some homework or something while it's staying on there. Also, a lot of these can take varying amount of times. I'm just saying that for these ones, you can usually do them in 5 minutes or less. However, if you want to take more time for them, definitely go for it. Like for example, meditation is my next one, and there are meditations ranging from like 1 minute to an hour. So you could do any time period in there. I am at the point where I can basically only do meditations for like 5 to 10 minutes right now, because longer than that and I just kind of zone out and just am not as productive with it. And you could also pick a meditation that suits what you're looking for in the moment. There's meditation for going to sleep, or for anxiety, or for like a morning meditation to start your day right. There's a ton of different meditations. Super amazing, so you can tailor it to what you want in the moment too. Next one is positive self-affirmations. This one's kind of funny because for the past few days my friend was like, let's say I am lucky, everything works out for me, and it was kind of funny. It still is kind of funny when we say it, and I kind of laugh when we do it, but honestly it has kind of helped me have a more positive mindset and just remember like not to take things too seriously and things will work out for me. I've changed it to I am blessed, everything will work out for me, just so I can remember that like it's not just that I'm lucky, it's like God's involved and stuff too. But yeah, it may feel kind of funny saying them out loud, but there are a ton that you can find online to do. And yeah, positive affirmations, they actually do help when you say things, especially if you think about how much negative self-talk we have. You need to definitely put in some positive stuff in there, just so you remind yourself like to love yourself and just like how amazing you are. The next one is to write down qualities that you like about yourself. I definitely tend to focus on the things I've done wrong or the things that I'm not doing well enough. And although it is good to focus on improvement, it's also good to focus and like remember the things that you're doing well and the things that like you're proud of yourself for. So yeah, just take a few minutes to write down things that you like about yourself, things you've done well recently, things that you're appreciative of yourself for. And also another idea is that you can ask other people what they like about you. I think it's nice to just kind of see other people's perspective on you. I think lots of the time we think other people think much worse of us than they actually do. And so it's a nice little reminder that other people care about us and that they appreciate us and that they see these good qualities in us that sometimes we may not even see ourselves. Next one is to write a gratitude list. This may not seem like a form of self-care. However, I feel like it helps me see things so much more positively and just puts some more positive view on my life when I remember how much I've been blessed with and how much I'm grateful for and how much I've been given and just like how much other people have done for me. It just automatically lifts my mood. Hannah and I, she had this idea to text each other our gratitude for the day and just like a moment that we're grateful for. And as we've been doing this, I feel like at the end of the night I'm just able to look back on so much more that I normally wouldn't have thought of again, and just be like, oh yeah, that person did that for me, that coworker helped me out, my parents did this for me without me even asking, you know, all those things. And it just reminds me like how much I have to be grateful for, and how many good things I have in my life, and that just makes me feel like automatically better. Next is prayer. This is also something you may not think of as self-care, but honestly just like building a relationship with Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ, for me it definitely helps a lot, and it's something I'm still working on and how to like implement my relationship with them with self-care. But I have noticed how it's helped, and having someone to talk to in prayer, and again saying the things I'm grateful for and asking for help and kind of just putting it up to like a higher power and letting go of some things that aren't really in my control. And my last one for the 5 minutes or less category is to go outside for a little bit. Sometimes we just need a little breath of fresh air. If you're doing homework and you just want a little break, go outside, stand in the sun, or for you, maybe the snow. You can play in the snow if you want. Maybe you can take a short little walk. If you have a dog or something, you can take them for a little walk and just get your body moving a little bit, but also just like look at the beauty of nature and just like the amazing things around you. Next up is my 15 minutes or less category. Again, maybe these will take more than 15 minutes or you want to spend more than 15 minutes on them, but at least for me, they're normally around 15 minutes. One is a hair mask. Also, using a bath bomb or shower steamer. Skincare. Doing skincare can just be very relaxing. And again, it is a form of taking care of like your physical self. Read a chapter of a book. If you like reading, this can be any book, but also I'd say specifically books about your self-worth or books about personal development, books about things like that. I've talked about this book before, but a book that my sister got me is called More Than a Body, which is basically just about how our worth is about more than our physical appearance and what our body is like. And so you can read a chapter, you can read even a few pages. Also, exercise. Exercise just lifts your mood, and after you're feeling a lot better, you probably experienced this. If exercising is not something that you like doing, I'd say do something more relaxing or more fun. I don't view like going to HIIT workout or like when I was in high school, I didn't view going to cross country practice as self-care because they weren't really things that I enjoyed. But exercise forms I do enjoy are like Zumba and kickboxing and like dance workouts. So if there's a form of exercise that you enjoy, just go for a more fun one or a more easy one that just gets your body moving. And the last idea for this category is to just take a break and do something kind of mindless. Do a little painting, do a drawing, maybe other things that are kind of mindless for you or that you've mastered if you like knitting or something. Just a little activity that you enjoy. I'm a little hesitant to say TV for this one, but sometimes it is nice to just sit down and watch TV or like a little video for just a short amount of time. The next category is the longer amount of time category. This could be an hour, a day, multiple days. One is a spa day. Super fun. You can do this with friends. You guys could do a little DIY one. You could also go out to a spa. Also, taking a break from social media. If you've noticed that social media can be a little harmful for you, you don't like how much you're scrolling, maybe you're feeling negative after you go through it, I recommend taking a break. You can also completely delete it, but if you don't want to do that, maybe you could just take a break for a day or a few days or a week, set a time limit on it for yourself. Also, going to therapy. I am a huge proponent of therapy. Maybe you just need a few sessions to go to talk about some things that are more temporary, or maybe you will be going for the rest of your life. But yeah, I highly recommend therapy. I know it can be a little scary. I know that there can still be some stigma attached to that, but I just want to say it is such a good form of self-care, and I highly recommend it. And lastly, this is kind of similar to spa day, but either do your nails yourself or go get them done. This kind of goes under the things that are like mindless too, just being able to like paint your nails. Maybe for you can do this in 15 minutes or less, but for me, painting my nails takes at least an hour, so yeah. And the final category just has a few. It's the not timed category. I didn't really feel like these had a time to them or like that the time is really important to them. And I just put a few here, but honestly there's so many that you could fill into. So if you have any ideas, write them down for yourself. So one is to set a boundary with someone. Maybe there's something that someone's been saying that doesn't sit well with you or that you don't like hearing, or someone wants to spend a lot of time with you, but you maybe want a little bit more time for yourself. That is perfectly okay. I know having these conversations and setting these boundaries can be really difficult. I'm sure for the most part, people will be totally understanding of it. And if they're like a good friend, they'll respect your boundaries and they'll be willing to follow them. Maybe you guys have to compromise a little bit for it, but yeah, I recommend setting boundaries with them and talking about it instead of having it kind of just keep going on without speaking about it. Next is to let go of something that's harmful to your mental health. Like I said before, social media could be one. Also, maybe it's even bigger than that. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a class. There are certain things that we kind of have to stick with, even if we don't want to sometimes, but for the most part, there's a lot in our control. And you may think that there's only one path that you can take to do something. I kind of tend to get stuck in that fixed mindset of I'm like, oh, I have to take this path, otherwise I'm not going to be successful. But honestly, I've just been realizing there's so many different ways that you can go about things. And if something is really harmful to your mental health, I'd highly suggest just trying to find a different way to do it or trying to make it more manageable. A job I'm doing, last semester I was kind of thinking about quitting just because it was a job that was making me really anxious. I wasn't enjoying it. And so I considered quitting. So this job has kind of a lot of different things you can do. And so I decided to focus on a different area of this job. And I've just noticed so far, it's only been like a week of doing it, but I've just noticed that I enjoy it a lot more. It's a lot less stressful for me and I actually enjoy going and doing it. And so if you can, look for a way to make it more manageable, but if not, maybe it's something you need to let go of. And the last idea is to reward yourself after you get something done, after you get homework done, or maybe you've just been having a hard day and you want to go out and do something fun. Go reward yourself with a treat, or go have fun doing some kind of activity either by yourself or with your friends or something. I think sometimes we think it's a little selfish to spend time on ourselves, and it is definitely important to do service and to do other things and to do work and stuff too, but it is also equally as important to schedule in some time for yourself, like I've been saying. And it's something I'm working on. I'm trying to get better at doing self-care this year. I hope you guys are too. And self-care definitely looks different for different people because we all enjoy different things relax us. So maybe some of these things on this list you don't want to do. That's totally okay. If you found something that works for you, please continue doing that. But also keep looking for new ways to take care of yourself. I'm looking for little ways to switch it up, or just looking for more things that you can do. I also just want to say to try and schedule your life and your time in a way that maximizes your mental health. This doesn't necessarily mean that you should never do anything hard, or never do anything that you don't like, or never do anything that makes you uncomfortable. That's not really what I'm saying. But there are definitely different boundaries that we have to set with things, and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If sleep is something that's really important to you and you notice that you just have a really hard time if you don't get enough sleep, that's me, then make sure you have enough time to get 8 hours of sleep a night. Maybe that means that you have to take less classes. Maybe that means you have to put in less time into your job. If it is possible to do that, I know not everything is always in our control. Maybe it's not possible for you, but if it is possible for you, then please try to do it. If it's important for you to have time for yourself in the morning and to just kind of have a relaxing morning before you get into other stuff, then, set aside time in the morning to have a nice little morning routine where you can make yourself breakfast and kind of take some time off of your phone. Maybe journal in the morning or something. If they're like everyday things that you've noticed help you with your mental health, try and prioritize them. And also, I think another form of self-care is like building habits into your life that help you. So if you notice that you have a lot of negative self-talk, then trying to minimize that, or trying to increase your positive self-talk. Anyway, just certain things like that you can tailor to yourself. I'm hoping this is all making sense. I'm gonna close this video out, but I just want to say my overall message is just, please take time for self-care. Please, 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 please. Even if it is just like a few minutes a day that you can put into it, if that is all you have, please use those few minutes to do it. It is so important to take care of our mental health and just to take care of ourselves. So yeah, I just really want to encourage that. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. It is honestly just necessary, and it'll help you in so many other areas of your life too. I just cannot emphasize enough how important this is. I've just seen so much how like myself and friends and stuff kind of neglect taking care of ourselves. Sometimes we just feel so rushed by life that we forget to take care of ourselves. And so please, 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 please remember to take care of yourself. Right now, after you're done watching this, please take a few minutes to take care of yourself. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.